I'm gonna play funky cards from now on. Otherwise, like, honestly, this format doesn't make that much fun. It's fun when you play all these special guests. I think that's the fun part. Usually early in the format, you want to figure out few archetypes and then you watch other content to catch on the archetypes they are drafting. And then you get the whole perspective of the format. The land is also good, but I'm not passing a Choco Comet. Not ever. Even though this is free and this is literally the best one. It's literally the best one. These two. I mean, I kind of want to go black-blue, but no. Not over Choco Comet. That ain't happening. I want to draft my pet archetypes. Yeah, this gets like... This is top 10 cards. It's only Dragoon's Lance. I think it's slightly higher, but only by 0 point something percentage in top tier players. I think this is... I'm probably gonna go with that, although Arsenal is good. We could do some red-white. My only issue here is that this is more of a signal because others consider it higher. Also, Vanilla is great. Vanilla is the most splashable. But the issue here gets that this doesn't fit every... I mean, if we go white-red, we have a great start, but it's such a narrow card. It doesn't even fit every white archetype. Like in green-white is not the greatest. We're pick 2, Nightrock. Relax, calm down. I usually like to spread out the things, but I think these cards are so close either way. Wait, isn't this stupid? This just wins. Creatures you control get lifelink indestructible protection. Flying Vigi in double strike. You just use first mode and win. We're gonna be red-white apparently. Like, white has to be open or people just don't want to read. That's like, the second might be true. I mean, the ship is good, but not with our start. And these are great, but they don't go with our first cards. White is definitely there. It is splashable. It's way worse in red-blue because you don't have that many creatures, right? It would be great in like John. It's actually insane in red-green, isn't it? You get some fat chocobos and then just go out of the way. But I think if white is gonna be open, I'm slamming the infantry just for the upside. Like, I know we can start building, but I think we need to position ourselves. We got 2 white cards passed. I mean, I passed one further. Red might not be there. That's another thing. I think just for the upside, these cards are all irreplaceable, except Salvagers and some decks work, but I would argue that this is just a black-white card most of the times. Who? What? Oh, what? Why didn't I take the equipment over Thunder Magic? Also, red is cut. But okay, that was random. That we didn't impact. It's sad that we passed it, but a Cloud pick 5 is completely crazy. This card is a 2-for-1, no question asked. It also has insane win ratio. What do we take? Because infantry's in multiples important, but Zach is so good. It might be just infantry, like just because if we get to a like really high number of infantries. There is a weird word where we get enough vehicles, but not. What vehicles even? Rat, maybe. But I don't hate that if we go high on infantry, that goes wide. You need specific decks, but I had success with inspiration in the right. It works in decks with infantries. I'm on Paladin Service. It's our first equipment. I don't think we're even in red. Okay, and this is an equipment. Or... This card is good in Wizards and black-red, actually. Like, really, really good. Okay. A gift. A gift. You want to be really heavy white, so maybe we even... Like, I could cut that for the... And light splash these two. And then, like, if we get multiple of these, because you can then go 1 or 2 into 2 infantries, or 1 infantry into Cloud, into then multi-spelling. So, once you have too many of these, you kind of want to be really mono-ish. This card is not bad, but I don't hate the... We don't have many reasons to move into other colors. That's fine. Gets Cloud back, which is quite insane. I'm more like gravitating towards mono, just because like our mana is so taxing, but depends. I guess if I get second Choco Comet, I might consider just going straight 2 colors. For 1, I don't think it's worth it. These 2 are quite splashable for late game, like on a light splash. The issue is I passed the freaking equipment, so somebody maybe picked up on white. But we got infantry back, right? We wheeled it. Ooh, that's great. We just take that. I know it's expensive, but these decks can grind. Especially if we get Aura Sits, which we expect to get. Blue was really cut. I don't know. I don't want to go blue here. And Vendor. I guess Vendor makes sense. I'm taking a Vendor here. Right now it fits better. I do think this card is actually insane. Yeah, Vendor fits better. I missed it. I missed it there. I was too fixated on these. Vendor is better here. We have good equipment. No, this is a maybe. Because like basically what Inspiration does, this does better. But it is true that you both kind of work as well. This I don't mind. I know, but this card is not even that insane. Because you don't get that many birds and most of the birds are sorceries. Ice Magic is good. We need big removal, I agree. We can get Mage's Staffs and then this gets insane. We have a Legendary already. Yeah, Vendor is good in the right deck. You have to have these though. Like, I've been liking Vendor. There's a big removal. Imagine this with Arid. It's actually crazy. It's kind of underperforms because it dies to both Treachery and Thunder Magic. But I mean, this is an expensive removal. So we're still taking that, but just be cautious. This card actually has a really low win ratio, but it does work with what we're doing, and it carries equipments well. Okay. Still Katana, right? Katana is just too good. We also likely won't get that many infantries. This is also good. Now if we have 2 removals. Now we need more removal obviously, but we're just going straight up 2 colors. It seems this goes. This or that. I guess the Blitzball could... We have a lot of legendaries. Maybe Blitzball makes some sense. Might be better than this for the splash. Otherwise, playable. Playable. Okay. 2 drop. Don't mind this. I don't think it's special, but sometimes it gets you that card. It carries equipment well. This might work. Wow, what's that sleep magic doing there? But this is like people underrating the cards. I actually like that sometimes. We have inspiration. We have this as well. Because inspiration is a good trick even on these 2. So it gets a little bit higher on value here. Just 3 mana deal with something. It's like a floor of the card, but it's not that bad of a floor. If you're a little bit creative. What is the freaking Ice Man? I don't think we're ever switching. Don't have a green land. I'm gonna take this. I don't know. It's playable, the Gigas. Not that I wanna play it. Yeah, white was cut because we passed this direction because we passed the equipment. That's fine. It's for the curve purposes, maybe. All the colors are open. No, it's just the direction. That or that. I think this with first strike and double strike actually works. So I don't think, like here we're not pivoting, like the quality is too high. I think we almost have a deck, so hopefully we get the goodies in pack 3, because pack 2 was underwhelming, but oh, that wheel though. I don't hear that. Wait, what? Cornered by black mages? This is like an insane common. Insane common. I'm on that, even though this has overperformed and it works with Arid pretty well. The battle menu has also been so flexible and good. What are the odds we wheel this? I actually like the card. Clap, clap. Clap, clap. I want a big applause in the chat. Skilled draft. Blitzball looks pretty good right now. And we're quite expensive. I'm a big fan of Tia, but I think it might be just Vendor here. What's the equipment situation? Just equipping on these life linkers is completely insane. I don't have that many equips, but Blitzball, Bomb is something, so right. Yeah, it's just Vendor, right? This card is clunky, but I swear it always gets me. It's another legendary. Vendor also lets us go cheaper. Okay, Slash is good here. And Vendor has this quality of just being a body with our... Like a body that can draw into another creature. It's kind of like go white in some sense with this. Wait, second Arid. Probably just Monk Fist. We need another equipment and a 2-drop. Well, these two also make some sense. But like now with vendors and all, ooh, this is great. Can we trigger it? 1, 2. I mean, you don't need to trigger it many times to be good. It's still a haster. Could take the... I think it's just 2-drop. We don't want to go too expensive. It's not like it does that much, but... Crazy that Ultros is still there, but I didn't get the feeling that Blue-Red altogether would be that great in this spot. We don't have Mage's Staff, it's concerning. We don't have Lances, but we do have other quality. Oh, we have Katana as well as an equipment. So Wender does look great. Probably it's still not playing Blitzball. I do like this with our rares though. Shopkeep sometimes overperforms. I think we're low on removal. Are we? Well, we have a Slash. S/, Comet. That's it, these three. I'm slamming Zach. I know Zidane is okay, but Zach protects our bombs. It's fine. Yeah, rescue mission shouldn't be there. Oh, that wheels. I'm probably also not playing the second Monk Fist. Maybe I could play it over Prompto just for consistency early. So we need to play less red. But we still need decent amount of red for that. Sword is probably too expensive here. Now I kinda want the Blitzball with Crystal Chosen. The games go long in equipments often and this wins. I don't know. I think I like it still. But let's see. Because you can redraw into more lands. Blitzball helps. I don't think red-white sorely plays aggro. Because it has the value plan with equipments. This gains life. This gains life. And it just carries equipments decently well. Have some legendaries. Do I have to cut that? I guess this would also make some sense with decent amount of treasures ramps here. And it's a legendary for Blitzball. So I could do that. But I'm a little bit scared that your mana needs to go then more red. But yeah, we could go also lose the top end and then this can go. And then we probably need another 2-drop. Arid is sus, yeah. But I mean, I think I like it in this deck. Like one attack with this. Attack with that, attack with this. And then it only needs a counter. Even with Zac counter. And then it pumps all the legends. Can I get away with 16? Damn, I don't think I should play 16. But I don't want to cut anything. I do like Blitzball in that deck though. I wanna play Arid here. Maybe I'm greedy. But I think Arid can work. Doofy, thank you so much for your subscription. This would be another legend. Maybe we just like... I think we actually do that in Blitzball. And then we can go 16 plus Blitzball. These are also 3-drops. Played 41. I shouldn't play 41, but... You guys are thinking this too much of as an aggro. Like, I don't think this is that aggro. It can play aggro. It can curve out. But these are value cards. Equipments are value cards. The bombs are just bombs. And then we have synergies with Arid and stuff. 41. Today is the 41 day. I cannot make a decision and I want to play spicy cards that I know I should probably cut. But I'm not doing that well with normie decks either, so who cares? You want upside. We can later figure out which cards are bad. And we have Blitzball, so it's like 17. I mean, maybe I should cut the Blitzball for a land. That is true. That is true. Should I cut all the infantries? Because right now they don't look that insane. What if we just get a land here? Imagine this being a land. Imagine all the people I should cut it. Yeah, I then rethink that we have 16 lands. So I didn't. Okay, this is. Well, imagine back in the days, you would get the token without losing a creature. Here we probably got a good double block. Okay. Easy money. Too high of an upside. Whenever this deals common damage to player. It's too high of an upside. Yikes. We dodge, well, intervention, I guess. So maybe we can live without Arid this turn, because I want that up. Why wouldn't they just deal with it? Imagine a rescue here. And if I just leave infantry up? Has to be intervention, though. Which I guess doesn't punish this play that much. I mean, okay, if it's... Nah, I also want to play around... I'm actually going here. I want to play around fire magic. Can crack that. It's the best divination ever. What are you talking? Didn't have intervention. What's going on? I think they just have nothing. I think they're missing a color. Oh, it only gets one counter. I mean, still okay. Now this gets a counter if this dies. Ultima? Well... wow, with this mana though. Okay. Not much we can do there. I'm gonna use that here for sure. Could also play that first, let it die. And I could fetch, but I want this in case they deal with that. Because now they need to deal with that. If they have single removal, this is the last in line. If they deal with that, this goes here. Okay. So if it goes on stack, can I respond when they pay? Or do I need to respond when it goes on stack before they pay? Question mark. I could have just pre-combo done that. I was overthinking it so badly. This is fine though. Well, now it's better to probably use it here. Oh man, why didn't I do that? No, this was so bad. I messed up there. I was overthinking the ability. I was thinking how it works. That was so bad. These two attack. Probably just fetching both. But if I attack all, they put it here. I think that's fine. I mean, we don't get we'll get two of these. They don't get to re-equip. It's kind of close. Probably that's better. Because we can move the counters if they have normie removal. I mean, these plays are close, but I really messed up not dealing with that was so bad. Because then this would have an attack as well. I just overtanked the ability. I was like, how does it work? But we didn't even need to go get there. Plays around the restoration. Restoration also doesn't gain life. Nitrog, what are you talking? You need to calm down. You're so all over. I don't understand what you're talking, honestly. Oh, cut blitz. Yeah. Oh, wait, I got distracted. I didn't cut. I got distracted by the chatter there. I needed to time them out. They were writing the R word in the chat, and Twitch blocked it. So I just timed them out. Oh, I asked you not to. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know that was about that chatter. Probably just more power. You know, I could search, but searching here doesn't do much. I'm gonna play funky cards in this format from now on. Otherwise, like, honestly, this format doesn't like make that much fun. It's fun when you play all these special guests. I think that's the fun part of about this format. So I could search so it doesn't get in the way, deal with that attack. I think that's legit. I don't know. Again, that is not that big of a problem. What if I just deal with that swing out? Because the death toucher is such a pain here. I don't have a better idea. And this trades for a 1-1. So we kind of achieved both. I think I'm fetching here. Swender is not that great of a play. We can get more white stuff, right? I just don't want to draw it and then we just trade both. Have all the value. Go from there. I mean, that would be a good play, but okay. That was random. This is fine. Trick for infantry is better than infantry for Saboteur, if you ask me. Because the trick trades with bigger stuff. They do have 5 mana, and 5 mana means Fat Chocobo, which is a... or it means just pass the turn. I like that more. Next turn re-equip. More Blitzball shots. That's really good for us if they're using those two. Okay, Thunder Magic on a card that went 3 for 1. Yeah, it was 2 for 1 because we drew 2. And now a sword. This is the value game that equipments like to play. Well, doesn't do much. I think it's better to equip than play the Blitzball out, although close. I can get maybe a 2-draw play, like a slash would be pretty dope. I'll equip here and attack for 4. They're never taking that, are they? That's why I like this, because I think it's a bad spot for them. They always block if they have the other play. I'm also just playing a land out. We have a lot of equipping to do. Thunder Magic, they're not giving up. Oh, a Lightning Bolt. That's a card. Okay. Tough. I'm still gonna play 16. I don't know. I don't have an idea what else to cut. We have Flute here. I like the legendary. Although this maybe does need to be in, but it does work with Arid. Whatever. Yeah, Monastery thingy. That card was insane. Yikes. I don't think we trade. We just give them value if we trade. Cannot cast. Well, they can still cast it though. They can still cast it on the last mode, right? So I need back-to-back lands. So they technically get a card. Now they don't get a card, and they lose haste. This is a problem. But we are on the draw, so we wouldn't answer it either way on time. Can answer it next turn, but they get a card. But that's the issue. Like, that's the issue I have with this set. It's just non-games because of cards like that. Yep, and this is a 2-for-1. We still answer it, so at least that. But we have to beat now plus a card with all the value these decks usually have. I like this block on the defense. Blue-red is such a weird deck because I swear it loses to itself as well so many times, but when it works you also the opponent doesn't play Magic. And right now it seems like we're in that spot. I think this is relatively fine because it won't get really better. Yeah, I know, but what are you gonna do? Like, we cannot outrace if they started with a Shintato on the play. Like, that's not... There's no better tempo efficiency than a 3-mana 0-4 that you have to deal with, which is like minus a turn where you improve the board. And then they get a card. Plus, like, deal insane amount of damage. So you're not really racing if the play draw dependency doesn't allow you to do that. But that's why cards like that are so dangerous for limited, because they just make for no games. There's not a bad outcome there for them. And the bad outcome was there, it was a 2-for-1. No matter what. 2-for-1 and minus tempo for us. No matter what we did. You need exactly what an overkill to answer it immediately. And even then you lose a turn. This can attack by trades. I know bounce gets us, but what are you gonna do? Okay, sick. Well, sick. It's not that sick because we lose. Because we lose efficiency. Could wait. They're gonna tap out for something. And then depends if you use that or that. It's pretty bad when we lose a turn also there by not adding anything. So what do they get? They get that and then you use it twice. Pretty good for them. Now we just deal with Sahagin. Trade. It's not improving our board state. But this is a good trade because then it unlocks these potentially. But then they get another 5-5. Oh wait. Oh wait, I had to. Can deal with the board, which is actually relatively good. 3-3. But now we can have these two here. If they just tap out for a 5-5. Means we deal with one. If we get a land, obviously, which is still an if. But there's an upside. Okay, a million. 3-3s, I guess. Okay, white land is really good for us. Oh, come on. Come on. Because with the white land, we're actually in a really good spot. We get a hat and then next turn deal with something and they're almost dead. Like, we only needed a white land. Maybe we have to trade infantry away, but that's our way to grind. Because I could do here, swing boat. This trades, this survives. It gets a counter, but then they were under that. Oh, probably we have to do that. Probably we have to do that. Yep, now we're forced to do that, but that's okay. Get some damage in. I could also just go for the damage, but then these will deal with us. Or maybe that was, but I don't know how we beat then all the 5/5s. If I deal the damage, I could try to top deck the thingy, but we take a lot of damage on the backswing. I think that's our best chance. But yeah, we're pretty... it's a fast clock and we need a land as well. Which... we need a land and we need to survive. That's gonna be impossible. But to be fair, this game was... like, we couldn't go long versus double sorcery scheme. Oh, we do survive actually, so we have a top deck. Have an out. Okay, now one shot, one opportunity, once in a lifetime. Yeah, I mean, if we got enough planes, I think we would get this game. Such. Katana? No. Katana doesn't do it. Too bad. Yeah, we needed that tempo, but Shantoto did too much even though we had an answer. That's the crazy part. I guess that... because like, this doesn't hit for 2 either way. And I think it's more valuable. Kinda want infantry here, is that crazy? Because I can search it next turn. And we don't know if we need lands. Okay, treachery gets us, but we didn't see the... we didn't see that. Good question, why would they wait if they have a treachery? Because they want to deal with Zach. Okay. I mean, I would... oh no, it would work because it gives them counter, so that's fair. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Waiting, they didn't have a chance, so that was good. Few other GG's. I need a second white and I think I get the game. The game was super close though. That those combos you established just didn't give me room to maneuver. But I couldn't trick plus removal in the same turn where you had 2 5/5s. So I was hoping for this out basically. It's too good to double. So fire magic is a little bit worrisome, but I could also get that, but it's less damage, especially with Comet. I mean, I'm not even sure if I want the lands or not. If they have freaking fire magic, we're dead, but I'm not gonna play around it. Ooh. I mean, they're that if they don't have it though. They would use it here, so it has to be. It has to be a top deck then. But we don't even see red. -1 to everything. We also lose, but we're 1 short, right? It's 10. No, we're 3 short, but good enough. No, that's pretty good. We need a land now that we discarded. What a scam. Okay, tap out open. Ground creatures only. Well, that's a flyer. I go to 1. I might want to pass because it's without a flyer. It's a similar situation. We have this up for like any bomb. Because we lose the value, then we give them outs. I think too many outs. If we get them only to 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we can keep this up for. That's all right. Well, it blocks 2 now, but we have that. How annoying! This doesn't even deal with it. Where did they get a flyer all of the sudden? No, it's the same scenario. They go to 1. Then we go that. Discard this and then can do that as well for next turn. That would have been so good. The attack, they tapped on the flyer, but they can play a lot of stuff and they get the Blitzball trigger. Do attack. And Blitzball crack. They have a lot of... they can go through a lot of cards. But now we're 2 creatures past lethal. Okay, they just lost. I'm not too sure about Ultimacia. It's always clunky, but if it sticks, it's annoying. Creatures you control again. No, wait, wrong one. Flying. So hard to read it. Flying Vigi double strike. Oh, it's an instant, but you have to play it pre-combat. And Vigi. Yeah, there's so many swingy cards. Like then, imagine being in opponent's shoes and then a Chroma's Will gets you. Like like opponent already played a Joshua. You stabilized finally after like the infantry start, and then the freaking special guest card gets you. That's meant for commander. That's the feel bad moments in this format. Okay, this hand is fine on the draw. This is such a great matchup for us. I mean, Major Staff is just so good though, but it's good that we draw the fist so we have a decent block. And then we probably want to go for the value. Yikes. I don't like that we... Well, I guess... What do I discard even? This won't do much, but it's a 2-2. Maybe I play that instead of the Geot and then have a better understanding. Removal heavy hands are awkward versus equipments is my issue. Yeah, probably making a 2-2 is safer. Because we have all the removal. Okay. So, magic is more efficient. I think we deal with it. It's annoying. You just want more equipments than opponents in these matchups, and then that's the way to outgrind them. But yeah, eventually we'll need both mana and spell, so this card is not that valuable here. Pretty good card right now. I don't want to discard anything. I think I like this and discarding the 1-2. And then pass and play tempo next turn. Bolt, okay. I know it's lifelink and all and it carries equipment as well, but we don't have mana to re-equip. Oh, that's an issue. It's an issue because it's value. Yeah, insane value. Okay, they do a attack, so that's great for us. I don't know. That attack was suspicious. Can let them trade, but we don't want to deal with infantry, so maybe we deal with that to push more damage through. But then the infantry blocks well. I'll do that. Like we have, I like pushing damage through keeping a board. We have a Veil and we have Choco Comment. I think we push. The weirdest play ever, but maybe that's a mistake. But all the plants are in the dark. That sucks. Yeah, I think we lose this game. That's a little bit weird on opponent's side, honestly. That I guess they wanted the mana, but we were without cards. Well, I guess they wanted to prevent the live. Maybe that was fine. Maybe. This exiles. And if we can stall till this comes back, we get a lot of stuff. But they are racing. Do we have any discard left? Not really. Guess we don't block there either way. Probably on Arid. No, I'm thinking for next turn's attack, but then it saves us 1 mana. Because this would then give counters, but I guess Zac is an issue. Zac is a real problem. Because it blocks this without us gaining life. Oh, sick. I could do that. Attack, and then if they lose the Zac, we have the Phoenix on the blocks. 6. They're always probably blocked with Zac. Because if they have removal, it's only the trick that hurts us now. Removal would deal with that either way. Okay. I mean, we're so close. Yeah, we lose. Bro. I mean, but whether we didn't have a play attacking, I guess, with that. But then that wasn't a good turn to attack. Because I would have blocked here. Trick would have killed us either way, so playing around the trick didn't matter. Had a really good plan. We see that in action, I guess. We need lands. So they even do here that, but that's such an insane curve if we get a land. I think this is too conditional now. If we won't get lands, we won't develop the board either way. If we get a land, this seems good. Okay. Perfect. Katana. By the way, we haven't seen a lot of our cards. This we haven't played with yet. Katana we haven't seen. Maybe better to do that first. Depends which colors they are. Nah, just Katana. Although... this is kinda legit though. I know they can shock it, that's the awkward part. Tutorial makes this play worse. This is the only way to play around fire magic, but so bad versus counter spell to lose Katana. I think here it's safer to just go that. Plus now we want to keep the clout either way. Okay. Lands an insane draw. Our deck really is missing white mage's staff. Like 1 or 2 white mage's staff. Like even one with clout makes it so we kinda draw it consistently. And then Arid gets better. And clout actually and Arid is and white mage's staff is double the trigger, so 2 counters. Okay, so I guess here we just swing. Because we have that. Up if they do any shenanigans. And this has trample either way. No, let them act first. Like this doesn't it doesn't have an up trade, and this is trample either way, so it doesn't matter. They're gonna use this magic. Sure, I mean they restarted, but this is a lot of damage. Would be sick if it was leaf play. I know it's debatable. Probably no. I don't think we keep it. Because there's no double spell next turn. You prefer Arid on the bottom. Oh my, oh my. Okay, so this doesn't get countered. That's good. Oh, we can give them that. Funny. Combos. So if it's no fire magic, Prompto is by far the best play, and we just swing out. But fire magic completely wrecks us. Just attack with these to present lethal and have that up. So what happens if I give them that now? I can, right? And it still dies because the target stays. Okay, okay. Okay, and now if I deal with it, I would keep the equipment, which might not be worth it because they're so low. But why would they think that hard? It is a buck. Oh my. They got scammed. They're getting their money back though. I'm passing. Or they choose not to destroy it. Well, that's another thing then. So that's fine. Oh, they thought they're gonna get the katana. Okay, okay. So, yeah, it might have not been a bug. Maybe they didn't recognize the rule there. Because you don't get the equipment when you get a creature. Wow, what a scam. Well, they go double planes. I mean, still a good... Although... Nah. Because we will get huge tempo there, but... Then we lose tempo by not playing a 2-drop. Okay, never mind. Played out perfectly. Cloud into Katana is just a scam. Like, that's such a scam. Imagine Cloud into a busted sword. Or Buster sword. There's the white heart. No? Counter spells are an issue here, but our hand is so stacked that I think we gotta do it. Because next turn that like, it just delays the stuff. That's fine. Well, that's more than fine. That needs to go, but we do have that. Wait. It's too conditional. I'll attack first. I mean, counter spells get us. Plays around a counter spell. Is that weird? Yeah, it's more like counter or not. Not much deals with that either way. I guess we can make that compromise. Then we can still attack and have this up. And earlier it didn't seem like there was a counter. Also doesn't seem like there's a removal. Would be sick if this moved auras around. They deal with a 1-1. Oh. Sure, I mean, still deals with a 1-1. But that was a specific removal which doesn't kill vendor. It's annoying, but I didn't want to play this into open mana. This is not from the top. Or is it? Come on, tap out Oppo. Okay. Well, insanely good for them. Insanely good. And this is now 5 mana on that one. Why is this worded so badly? So just too much value. The freaking whale. Because they got him a tutorial from the top. Two mana up. Might be a good turn for that. I don't like that they trade. I really don't like that they trade for the vendor. So obviously I'm gonna do this. I still have comment. I like dealing damage here. Okay. I mean, right now we couldn't dodge the restoration magic. So this flips. Flip that. See what happens there. Concession happens. I think we keep. Awkward hand if we don't get a land, but high upside. I can give them that. A little bit dangerous. Oh, another target. Okay, doesn't give itself. Okay, now play an X1. Oppo. Another rat. But their mana screwed. I'm pretty sure they're not attacking now. So I don't want to give them lands. That's root. That's the 2-1 they needed to play last turn. Okay, now we're just... We can go for that next turn. Do I ever use protection? I mean, we gotta double block that. I could use the removal, but it seems bad. Oh, that seems good though. Do I just let it go through? That's like, probably not. The value is too good. It's not. It's a never a 2-for-1. And it's a 2-for-1 if they have the trick, but no, it's a 2-for-2 because we got the infantry. Huh, interesting decision because this is a legendary. It's a legendary. If I sack this, this gets a counter. Probably too good to... Because this lets us something to do as the thingy. No, but the 1-2 would then carry counters, right? The black doesn't deal that, doesn't exile. I think it's this. See? Paid off. Didn't really pay off. I'd rather have a red source. Both treasures, actually. Give them a land now, but probably not. Would then get 2 counters. It's a weird spot because we're not in the greatest shape. We don't have more infantries. Just needed the red. Yikes. Okay, but then again, the treasures are gone. They get another one. We still pump that. And we get a red source. And then we go katana. Just deal a bunch of damage and hopefully that's enough. They probably have all the removal though. And if we get a land, we get that as well. So tap out for a creature and that's 3, 4, 5, 8, 16. I like this guy. It has some combos with equipment. It's a little bit slow. Okay. Just need to click the right one. Flying Vigi double strike. Or even Vigi there. Can get a card. Yeah, Chroma's Will is weird. It's such a high variance card, but when it works, it wins. Alright, alright. 1 drop into a 2 drop into more 1 drops for 3. Okay. I don't think we discard anything, so it's just that and then fetch 4 more. I do get a tempo there, but... we can fetch them out and then start gifting them their stuff. Wyvern is good. Wait, why I placed a stop, but it didn't matter. Isn't getting that much better. See if that changes my decision. Probably I don't need to play around that. It's weird to play around fire magic here because like we just we set ourselves so much back. It's crazy. No, I mean you can play around fire magic in these spots, but the decision you have to make a decision. What's the how much you set yourself back? Because we could just like start gifting them cards, and yeah, that's a busted card. Does this fall down? No, it's not opponent controls, because that you have to be careful with that. Oh, more gimme gimmes. Way more gimme gimmes there. You can have this guy. Still goes on stack. This card has been great. I mean, their deck also looks great with the Sentinels have been just such overperformers. Okay, so you can deal with both, or deal with one equip might be the play. This deals with more stuff. Yeah, I guess I could have done that, that's true. But this way, do we have lethal? So if I equip it's 3, they have to multi-block, they deal with that. Probably they're gonna put... Although if they put everything, it's not that great for them. They might only put these two. It has to be everything. What if I equip here? They're so far behind. Because it's not intuitive to block with that with it. Because like it's a better exchange without removal. Okay. Draft rares trophy. To be fair, every Boros trophy, so it's hard to say if it's about rares. But I did have a lot of rares in my Boros decks. But I swear every time you go Boros, you trophy. But you don't always go Boros, that's the thing. You need these. Like Boros decks are usually just heavy white. And then you usually go Boros when you have multiple infantries. And infantry has been insane in multiples, in 3+. So I guess that's the reason why Boros performs so well for me, because I'm really cautious when I move into Boros. But when I do, I have a good reason. This deck was awesome. We research. I think Cloud is somewhere here. See, it's a 64.3. Still worse than Choco Comet or Dragoon's Lance, which is crazy. By the way, Choco Comet has now moved up. Yesterday, Dragoon's Lance was 65.3, Choco Comet was 65.2. Now Choco Comet is dominating the uncommon slot. But look at how high that is. But yeah, these cards are also insane. I would probably honestly take Choco Commons over these two just because color preferences, even though both are really great. Yeah, we upped the win ratio. Funny that Dark Confident, but that has to be a small sample. I played a Dark Confident in a decade, it was really good. It basically, it's your choice usually. If they don't attack into it, you have the time you get cards. If you trade with it, fine. Like it's a 2-drop. If they use a removal for it, it's a 2-drop that eats a removal. Like obviously your deck needs to be on the cheaper side, but like a black-white with Dark Confident, I'm really digging it. Look at Moogle being at 62.4. What a card. Funny is like like when you look at uncommons, it's pretty even. It's spread towards colors. Commons is just dominated by blue. Like 3 of the top commons are just blue cards. But I think here is where you get the most hatch because people sleep on infantry. Like this is the hatch you get. Nobody sleeps on combat tutorial anymore or Wyvern. So these get taken. But sometimes you see a pot with late infantry and you eat it really well because look at how high this card is. And white auras it, obviously. I still like this lane, but it's sometimes so cut. Yeah, I don't know what's with counterspell because I had decks where I would rather have Syncopate than counterspell. Like double blue is a big tax. I think it has to do with a small sample. I don't know. Like Syncopate is flexible for your 4, but I mean, Syncopate is also more play draw dependent. That's true. It's weird. These counter spells are just so. If you're on the play, you benefit even more. Yeah, counter spell is good. Don't get me wrong, but it cannot be as high as like a 2-for-1 no question asks. Right? This is straight up no questions asked. You play it. You have a flyer. You have a lance, or you have like whatever busted equipment you. I mean, there's not that many busted ones. I guess White Mage's Staff and Lance. If you get a Lance, Moogle is just completely stupid. Counterspell has this, maybe a color preference, because I would say like blue is stronger than white. It's just deeper than white is. It's also overdrafted right now. I don't even think rares ruin the format as much as Lance, Choco, Comet, and Shentoto. Those cards like completely ruin the format. They are too steamrolly. They do too much. Like you play a Choco Comet, your tempo plus removal, like your tempo ahead, like and value ahead. Lance is too early, and you see them too often in a game, and it's situational. You can outrace a Lance, but you cannot do that on the play. Or if they are on the play, you can remove a Shintoto, but it's really hard to do it if they are on the play. And rares are fine. I mean, you don't see them as often. And again, like most of the rares are not as stupid as Dragoon's Lance is or Choco Comet.